All right, it's Dylan. This is B2P, and this is the farewell video for the 1974 CB750. So I'm here with Aaron. So Aaron is the new owner of this 1974 beauty. He just took it for a ride. We went over some details. I accidentally, yesterday, while trying to pull it out of the garage with my child that was close in tow, gave her a little love tap on the tank and gave her a new dent that Aaron's gonna have to deal with. So I communicated it to him. I was super sad about it. It hurt my ego more than anything, but you know, the bike is still in one piece, and I think he likes it a little bit. So I'm really excited to see it going to someone that is an enthusiast. So, but anyways, yeah, we're gonna help him load it up, and yeah, basically just say goodbye to this thing and kind of reminisce about the process and how exciting it was. So, but anyways, Aaron, how do you feel about being the new owner of this bike?
Very excited. I have a couple other older Hondas. I have a CT70, CT90. These things are super smooth. I've always wanted one, and I just love the color. It's great. Very excited.
And what specifically drew you to a CB750?
You know, they're iconic. They're the original superbike. You know, there's a ton of history there. You know, how do you know vintage motorcycling without a CB750?
Exactly. And how awesome was the restoration series on Barnes & Paddock?
Loved it, man. You know, how are you ever going to get a used bike and know that much? You're not.
It was a really good way to kind of document the process, and if someone asks any questions, I could be like, refer to episode 3. You'll see this entire process. So I do think it adds a lot of value. However, it was a lot of energy and time that hopefully was worth it. I mean, it was, you know, it was a fun project. So, all right, well, we're gonna get this thing loaded up. Appreciate it. We'll see you in a bit. Loaded up, ready to roll.
All right, man.
Headed back down. How far are you going?
About 400 miles.
400 miles, no big deal. That's no big deal for this beautiful thing, huh?
Yeah, no,
all right.
Not at all.
Well, man, I really appreciate it. Thank you so much for grabbing it.
Sure.
And yeah, let me know if you have any questions, and I'm really excited for you.
Yeah, me too, man. I'm
Wish I could keep all these things, but here we are. You have the key for it, right? You grabbed the key?
I grabbed the key.
Okay. Key, you got the tank, you got your registration.
Yeah,
bill of sale. All right, yeah.
Okay.
Let me know if anything comes up with the registration shit. If they're like weird about wanting some random form from me or something, I can fill it out. So
yeah, it should be all right.
all right, dude. Well, take it easy, man, and we'll see you around.
Have a great
Safe
weekend.
travels, man. We'll see you. See ya. Oh, there she goes. Another one has gone down the road. It's tough selling these things when you get a little bit of attached to them. I was kind of excited to see this one go just because it's been in my basement for too long. So I think I talked about in the beginning, like there's a little bit of like a threshold for time where it's like, where it starts to become, I don't know, like if it cuts into your personal life, your time with your family, like you got to consider those things. So the ideal, you know, project bike like that is something you can kind of turn around pretty quick within a month, maybe a month and a half. But yeah, any more than 2 months and it gets a little cumbersome. So, and then you got to make time to do all the things on it. So yeah, definitely I'm excited to see that one go. Also sad at the same time, really looking forward to the next one. Definitely if I had to like kind of put a summary review on doing a project on a bike like that, a 50-year-old 4-cylinder, those are complex. You know, I've said this before, but old carbureted bikes are complex. It's in their nature. So you really have to spend a lot of time on that to get it to be perfect. That is not running perfect by any means. The The pilot circuit is not running the way I would want it to if it was my daily rider bike. He was well aware of that. I told him that the next few things I would try to get it dialed into this. Once you get out of the pilot circuit and it's in the main circuit, it runs great. It feels good. Nothing is, you know, is concerning after that point. So he's going to spend some more time on it. He's a really cool guy. Seems like he's quite an enthusiast, so I'm really excited to see what he does with it. And I really hope he enjoys it as much as I did. So anyways, this has been fantastic. Thank you guys for following along. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and we'll see you in the next video.